Each day, WCAU-TV presents Give Us This Day. Inspirational messages delivered by representatives of various faiths.
The experience of feeling that the world is too much with us is not, I am sure, uncommon to any of us. During our lives, we have all had those moments of self-doubt, inner frustration, those times of depression and self-questioning as to what we are doing with our lives, as to who we are and as to where we are going. At these moments, we get bogged down as to the actions we are to take, which will carry us forward out of this morass of feelings. It often seems during such experiences that the more we question, the more we doubt, the more depressed we then become. And so we seek freedom from these feelings, but we find it difficult to find such freedom which would allow us to live useful and full lives once again. These feelings I have described are usually the result of two very common experiences. They develop before changes in life, such as taking on a new job, moving to a new area to live, taking on new challenges or commitments. These feelings also develop after experiences of failure of any sort. And these feelings arise just before we have to make those decisions which will present us with the opportunity at which we might fail once again, hurting us once again. These feelings of self-doubt and self-questioning arise as a protective shell, as a turtle's shell, which protects it from harmful elements. And at these moments of change in life, at these times after failure, we are frightened and scared to go on. These feelings are very natural to have. We will go through these feelings as a self-protective measure, but we must in time throw off these feelings, pull out of the shell, and face what we have to face. But how? How can we do this? There was a story told of the Baal Shem Tov, Israel, son of Eliezer, who was the founder of the Hasidic movement in Poland. He saw that his function in life was to pray for the well-being of his community. On the Rosh Hashanah, the time of the Jewish New Year, he went outdoors to pray the prayer for the new moon, to pray for the well-being of his community, not for just the coming month, but for the entire year as well. But on going outdoors, he saw that the cloud cover was too heavy to even see the moon. So he first prayed that the clouds be parted. He prayed and prayed with all of his strength, but it was to no avail. Nothing happened. He returned to his room, placed his head in his hands, and wept. He experienced self-doubt, self-questioning. He saw himself as a failure who was worth nothing in life as he had failed himself and his people. His students began to pray the prayers for the new year. They surrounded him as was their custom, not with sadness, but with great joy and fervent dance. Within time, he joined them in their joy, throwing away his tears, his self-doubt. And shortly after this, one of the men of the community came running in and said, "Rabbis, the clouds have parted. Now we can pray the prayer for the new moon." This legend teaches us that as with the Baal Shem Tov, so too with us. Self-doubt, frustration, and depression have their time and place, but the best method of meeting the challenges of life's changes and failure in life is through joy. That is positive fervor and positive thinking, and by the support of loved ones and friends. With these two aspects of positive thinking and supportive community, we can more easily, with less fear, face whatever life brings us, its challenges and its failures.